I've heard before that it takes 3 installments in a series to know if you're interested in it, and I'm here to test that out. Hey everyone, Skull902 here, and this is Rule of 3. It's the 4th batch of reviews for this show, and while the next 3 are suggestions from fans, I absolutely wanted to do this one here to kick things off. It's Digimon Digital Monsters, or Digimon Adventure in Japan, the first anime in the franchise created by Bandai. Based on the Digital Monster virtual pet line of toys that first made the market in 1997, the anime, produced by Toei Animation, ran in Japan from 1999 to 2000. The English dub that I'll be looking at here today was done by Saban Entertainment and was also broadcast between 1999 and 2000. With Pokemon already on the scene, this series was considered a competitor, and together, they started a little bit of a monster anime craze that lasted a good decade or so. I've only really seen bits and pieces of Digimon, so I'm really excited to finally see some full episodes. Will it live up to the anticipation? Only one way to find out. First things first, Saban, you did a hell of a job with that theme song. I could listen to that thing for hours, hell, even just the chorus alone I could listen to for hours. What a jammer of a theme. Otherwise, the music is pretty good. I always like it when productions can do multiple variations of the main theme, but in such a way that they almost sound new, so props on that. I quite like the character design, and the animation was about what you'd expect. Nothing really mind-blowing, but nothing bad either. That being said, the digivolving sequences are a fun thing to watch, and the action was pretty decent too. When it comes to the voice acting, I thought it generally sounded kinda silly, but it also feels like the VAs just needed to get comfortable with their roles and that they could improve with time. Same can be said about the story. Things just kinda happen suddenly with no explanation, such as the kids getting warped into the digital world. It happens right after we've barely gotten an introduction to the characters, and we still don't know exactly why it happened by the end of the 3rd episode. The only real hole I could poke in the story is how the kids are still wondering exactly where they are despite it being explained to them in the 1st episode. The characters feel kinda samey with some superficial differences, but again, it comes off like it just needs some time to get these things fleshed out. Though I will say, when the Digimon are explaining what they are to the human characters, it did come across like a shameless ad read, but as it got further along, the exposition felt like it actually served the plot, so I can let it slide. One final thing was that I found plenty to chuckle at. Some of it was unintentional, but the scriptwriters planted some good jokes in there too. So after 3 episodes, what do I think? Well, there's definitely some things about the plot and characters that could use some work, but again, it feels like they've got a plan for all that stuff. Add the good presentation and some funny moments to the mix, and I can say I liked what I've seen from Digimon, enough to see how it all turns out. That'll be all for this episode of Rule of 3. I have been Skull902, thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.